Imagine this. You're texting a woman you're deeply interested in. Earlier, every message felt effortless. The conversation flowed like a river. But suddenly, something shifts. Her replies become shorter, less frequent. Her warmth turns distant. And just like that, you're thrown into uncertainty. Your mind races. Did I do something wrong? Is she losing interest? Should I say something, anything, or hold back? You start second-guessing every word, every action. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most men refuse to see clearly. She isn't confused. She's testing, and you've already lost. If you're reacting, the game isn't malicious. It's not designed to hurt. It's designed to reveal your center, your strength, your depth, or to reveal how quickly you crumble when uncertainty creeps in. Most men crumble. They panic. They chase. They over-explain themselves. They surrender control at the slightest shift in her mood. And when they do, they fail the only test that truly matters. Can you hold your ground when it matters most? Women test men to feel safe. Carl Jung once wrote, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed." But most men aren't transforming. They're performing. And a woman can always feel performance. It's subtle, but unmistakable. The subtle shift in your voice, the hesitant pause, the anxious rush of words. Because when your value depends on her approval, you become weak. You become predictable. You become easily manipulated. Women never fully trust predictable men. They trust men who remain anchored, even when the storms of emotion rage around them. How high-value men navigate the game. High-value men never complain about the test. They master it. They see beyond the game, understanding something fundamental. Women don't test men to be cruel. They test men to uncover their reality. She challenges you, not to watch you fall, but to watch you stand. So when she pulls away, turns cold, or pushes your boundaries, they don't panic. They don't chase validation. They don't try to immediately fix the situation. They breathe. They wait. They observe. High-value men respond strategically. They understand that validation seeking is surrender. They recognize the moment you need her approval, you've handed over your power. Machiavelli's insight. Control or be controlled. 500 years ago, Niccolo Machiavelli wrote, "A man who seeks only to be loved will be destroyed by the very people whose approval he craves." Think about that deeply. You don't earn respect through pleasing others. You earn respect by respecting yourself, uncompromisingly. High-value men don't fear rejection. They welcome it as clarity. They know, if she doesn't recognize your worth, it changes nothing about your value. It only reveals her inability to see clearly. They don't desperately try to win her over. Instead, they calmly let her reveal whether she belongs in their world. Inside the psychology of her tests, women subconsciously test men to measure strength and authenticity. She withdraws affection to see if you beg for scraps. She mentions others to see if jealousy controls you. She becomes silent to see if anxiety overtakes your composure. She subtly criticizes to see if you defend your ego or remain secure. And most men, they jump into the emotional quicksand head first. But high-value men recognize these as invitations, not attacks. Invitations to demonstrate composure, strength, and self-respect. How you win the game forever. 1. Stop reacting. Start observing when her behavior shifts. Breathe through uncertainty. Remember, immediate reaction is weakness. Thoughtful response is strength. 2. Hold your frame, no matter what. Your values, your purpose, your boundaries, they don't change just because someone's mood does. If your frame breaks under pressure, it was never real. 3. Never justify. Always assert. Don't defend your worth with explanations. Show it with calm confidence, unwavering boundaries, and quiet strength. Your presence speaks louder than words. 4. Detach completely from outcomes. Her approval doesn't change your purpose. Her silence doesn't diminish your value. If she walks away, your world remains intact. High-value men never cling, they invite. 5. Master the power of silence. Silence is power. Silence is confidence. Silence is an answer. Use it wisely. Let your calm speak louder than emotional reactions ever could. Final insight. She's not the test. You are. Men mistakenly think the woman's test is the challenge, but she's not. She's simply the mirror reflecting back what you fear most. Your hidden insecurity, your neediness, your unresolved wounds. The question is not, how do you pass her test? The real question is far deeper. Who are you when the reflection isn't flattering? Picture this. Her message is slow. Her voice grows cool. You feel it, that familiar temptation to chase, to question, to panic. But don't. In that moment of uncertainty, breathe deeply, stand calmly, hold your ground. Because every test she gives you is silently asking one simple question. Can this man hold his center? Most men flinch, chase approval, and lose themselves completely. But a high-value man understands something deeper. She's not testing your words. She's testing your core. She isn't looking for perfection. She's looking for strength, for authenticity, for a man who values himself more than her validation. And ironically, that's precisely the man whose validation she craves. So when doubt creeps in, don't play into emotional quicksand. Don't chase attention. Command respect. Don't beg for approval. Radiate self-assurance, because the moment you stop needing the game is the moment you've already won. This isn't just about dating. It's about life itself. Ultimately, women aren't drawn to a man who seeks validation from others. They're drawn to a man who's found validation within himself. A man who doesn't perform, doesn't pretend. A man who simply is. And that man, he never needs to play the game because he already won. And if you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you everyone for watching.